So, guys, you heard this man, Fanika Yode, lamenting, crying that those who are doing Shetima challenge, they are this, they are that, they are not responsible, they are miscreants, speaking all those big English. That one na your own problem. You see, pot kettle, calling kettle black. You can imagine if he was at the other side, what he would be saying. And a lot of people, like Joy Bukwe, has come out to say, yes, we know that this man wore an oversized whether suit or whether na coat or whichever one, but the man is superb, is intelligent, is brilliant. There was a particular word which I can't really, I've forgotten, but he was straight praising his brilliancy and what have you. And also, Keyamutu has come out to tell us that why are people doing this? Instead of people to focus on the real thing, they are doing this and that. Okay, now. And this man, we were told that he worked in the bank. So if he had worked in the bank, then what happened? Well, if he works in the bank, which of the bank is it? The bank in their own area, because everything about that area is always different, and a lot of people are so embarrassed. And you hear people saying, "Oh man, I've seen on social media, oh, the tailor has been arrested, or does it be somebody borrowed him?" Because you cannot just fathom it, and everything has to be total package. If you are brilliant, if everything must be there, not to talk of somebody who has been in government for a very long period of time, they know what it ought to, ought to have been done. Because it's a great embarrassment to the party. All of them are ashamed of themselves, and that is why this man is going dirty. Festus Keyamo, he said, "Oh, if that is the challenge they want to do, let all of us do it." But it doesn't make it right. The first red flag for it was for Tinubu not to be there, but the next thing we heard that he flew to whether Paris or London to go and have meeting with some set of people. You understand, when they are calling you for you to come and do the right thing, come and say you have been boasting, you worked with a multinational, you were accountant, you were this, you were you went to the best school, you did this, you transform Lagos. Yeah, Lagos is now Dubai, Lagos is now whatever, is the best place to live in this world because of your efforts. Oh, Lagos was a desert. It was when you came on board that you started building Lagos. All of those stories you would have come to tell Nigerians. It was an avenue. I don't know whether a lot of things that people are saying concerning him that made him not to come, or a feeling too big. That was an avenue that he needed to come. They'll come and tell us how you did it. Not all this propaganda left, right, and center. Because as far as Nigerians are concerned, as far as where many Nigerians are concerned, as far as people who are deep, who are open-minded are concerned, all of those is na propaganda. That would have been an avenue. Well, you still have time. The campaign has not really started. We learned again that there's going to be another debate, diaspora group inviting them in the US, whether it's going to be on Zoom or whatever, of course, which I know is going to be something of that nature. You have an opportunity before then to come and tell us all of those good things that your people are they're telling Nigerians. It was, at least that was the first of its kind that you ought to have attended. The next thing you send somebody, and the person you send, and people are saying, oh, they should concentrate on what the man said. Nobody's going to be concentrating, because the way you dress is the way you are going to be addressed. That is not what they're saying. Everything, there must be the total package. So you are not a newcomer. Everything must be on point. So that is why some people are like, if you can dress like this, how are you going to be putting some things that will be of standard, global standard, to Nigerians, because you say you are going to do better? It's just like they are trying to tell us that they are going to rescue APC from APC. Because all the things that they are talking, nobody wants to listen, because they have said more than that before in the past. They've said more than that in the past, and at the end of the day, we know where we are. So nobody will be interested. If anybody thinks that, hey, let us sit down and be watching them. Because if you have all of these people in your party, why is it that the country is what it is today? Now, they still have opportunity. They are still in power. Yes, they cannot even tell Buhari what to do. If Buhari does not even know the technical know-how, or he doesn't know anything, they are now bragging that they still have time, because people's lives are so much important between now and that 2023 to save a lot of lives as we speak now. Whatever you think you have, and Buhari is coming out to tell us that he's going to support anybody the party has presented. If they have presented and you are working together, you want them to come together, and these people are so knowledgeable with all their bragging, this is an avenue for them to come, and because we are not supposed to be saying that, because they ought to have done that before now. But if all of you now think that you are working together and these guys are telling us that they want to do this, give Buhari that opportunity. Give him that tips so that he will be able to make sure that this country is fine. At the end of the day, it's to still boost your morale, it's to boost your election. But they are not doing it, and you expect people to now be listening to all those cock and bull stories that they told us. Buhari told us that he was going to lead the fight against Boko Haram. He was going to be in front, this and this and that. 6 months. Everything go down clear. We are still there, and they are still telling you, say there is still hope. 7 years has passed. They are still telling you that just wait. There is hope. And this man, Shettima, is telling us the position of the president that's supposed to be in charge of security, because they call it a GCFR or something. Now he says he's the one that will now take the lead. He says he's going to take the lead and do the fighting. That Tinubu is going to be the be in charge of the economy. He's going to be in charge of the economy, and yes, they cannot even tell the person that brought Buhari, and he could not even give Buhari tips on how to move this country forward. How many times did we slipped into recession? How many times? It's unfortunate. So now the dressing is just what is even causing the whole thing. So nobody's going to be listening to all those cock and bull stories. And some people are making fun of it, less people even laugh, because the whole thing is just too strong, too hard. The situation is just too hard. That the tailor that sold the dress has been arrested, whether it's true or not. Of course, somebody should be fired. No, jokes apart, somebody should be fired if they have any atom of shame in them. How come? Even if it was an impromptu, because it shouldn't have been an impromptu, because they gave them time ahead. Even if it was an impromptu, they ought to have known that Tinubu was not going to come. Then they would have prepared this man down. So I know or just that things have happened in this country that a lot of heads would have rolled, but nothing happened. So if they really have shame, somebody, there should be what are we talking about? It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. And this thing, the annoying part of it, irrespective of how people want to look at it, whether it's funny or so, it's with the era of social media that we have now, everything is just going pia 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 pia. Unlike before, how many people will come to Nigeria to come and be reading Nigerian news line or newspaper? No, but with this one, somebody in this within space of a second, they've gotten the information. It's an embarrassment. No matter how they want to try to look at it, somebody else should roll for that, because that's totally, they don't know what they are doing. See the note at which they've started. Air should roll, but not in their usual way. It doesn't matter, but they are disgracing themselves the more, because this whole thing has gone viral, not only in Nigeria, across the world. Somebody who wants to be this in just simple thing, he doesn't know. So it is the big things that you think that they will do better. Good luck to Nigerians.